Hey guys, how's it going? Like Butter here, and welcome to my brand new series called Direct Connect with Like Butter. And basically what this series is going to be is I am going to have viewers sending in problems that they're having with their lives, problems that they're going through, or just something that's going on in their life that's kind of making them feel down, or they feel worried and they need some advice. And I'm here to give you guys my opinions and to give you guys some advice to kind of start feeling better about yourself, to kind of brighten up your experiences and what I think you should do in the situations that you've been in. Now, this is very beneficial to both myself because I'll learn a lot about myself during this series, and I'll also learn a lot about my viewers, and I feel like getting more directly connected, which is where basically the name of the series came from, will really benefit both myself and you guys, like I said. And this is going to be an awesome opportunity. So it's basically like a real talk, but talking about actual specific situations that you guys come to me with. So of course, submitting it, all you have to do is send me a message called Direct Connect, and I will read your submission. The first submission comes from CC05 Marv. And the reason I'm putting the YouTube names out there is because I know 95% of my viewers are very kind-hearted, and I feel like you guys should know these people's situations because I know the majority of you are going to go over to them and try to make them feel better and maybe even possibly give them your suggestions. But he writes, "Hey Drew, my name is Marvin and I'm a senior in high school. I'm honestly scared because next year I'm done with high school and I start my first year of college. I'm scared because I won't see my friends anymore, and I'm also scared because I'm thinking that I won't accomplish the things I want to do in life. I want to become a TV actor and buy my parents a house, and I want to donate a lot of money to charity and give my time to volunteer. I'm also scared because my best friend is going into the Army on August. I guess he was going to tell me a date there. And I've known him for 12 years, so I'm scared that I won't see him again. I overthink too much, and now I think I have anxiety. Sometimes I feel like I can't breathe, and my heart beats fast out of nowhere. Can you please help me, Drew?" Okay, now, of course, this is very normal. This is very normal for you to feel kind of scared for your friend going into the Army. The best thing that I think you can do is just support him, because if he's going into the Army, he's going to have a lot of stress. He's going to have a lot of things going through his head. So the best thing that you can do is kind of just support him in that and make him feel like whatever he does is his decision, and just kind of back him up on that. And it feels, it's completely normal to be scared for your friend going into the Army. Going into the Army is no joke, and it's good to that you care about somebody that much that you're really, really upset about it. But as far as anxiety, you might want to get it checked up on by a doctor. They do have treatments for that, and I know there's a lot of different people who have different anxieties, and it can develop over your lifetime. So it's definitely something that I think you should check out, and just tell the doctor what's been going on with you, what has been happening, where you get into these situations where you feel like things are really, really upsetting you. So that's what I'd say as far as that. And as far as college, don't worry about it. You got a lot of time. I'm in my 5th year of college and I still don't even know what the hell I want to do. It's very common, and that's why you go to college. You learn, and sometimes people go to college not knowing what they want to do, and they have a class that they're interested in, and they slowly learn more things that they're good at, and they just start to find a career path. And sometimes it takes a little longer than others. So if you're going right into college, you really don't have to worry about it. You're young. You will learn what you want to do, but I'm very happy to see that you have high expectations for your future. So Marvin, keep your head up, man, and you'll do well, I promise. Okay, so the second submission, and as the episode goes on, it's going to be kind of more and more serious, and I'm going to try to keep these to about 3 questions an episode. The second submission is actually kind of a long one. I'm putting it on screen right now, which comes from Refuzzled, and it says, It's very long. It says, okay, to start off, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to read this, and this is a very long message, and I apologize. But please hear me out. Even if you don't have me on an episode, just a few words of advice will mean the world to me. So guess what? You're on the episode, man. So don't feel upset because I enjoyed reading through your entire thing, and I'm sure a lot of people go through this issue as well. Okay, about 3 years ago, I met this girl at my camp upstate. So I'm assuming he means upstate New York. That's what they say. We were both camping with our families. I saw her, she saw me, and there was something between us. I didn't know what it was. So instead of reading through this entire thing, I actually did read this comment already. Basically what happened is he has this girl who he really hit it off with and really feels like she's the one for him. She lived in New Jersey, he lived in New York, and she had to move back to New Jersey so he can't see her anymore, and they're both going to college. And as you can see, if you want to pause it, you can read his entire comment here. And he feels like he fucked up because a lot of people told him he should just let her go. And this is a super common thing when it comes to college, because people go to different colleges. You end up losing friends that you were really close to. You end up, losing girls that you really care about. And the biggest suggestion I have for you is just time. You just got to give it time. And if you really know that this girl is the right girl for you, then she'll come back to you. Something will happen where after maybe even 4 years of college, you guys both had a bunch of relationships and it didn't work out, and something's going to happen where that girl is going to be back into your life if she's the one for you. I really do believe in fate, and I feel like there's multiple people out there for each person, and it's kind of like you're just filtering out all these relationships and all these people that you're making, that you're creating and are becoming in your life. You're just kind of filtering out until you find the right person for you. So go to college and worry about yourself. Do not worry about this girl. Make sure you keep in touch with her to see how she's doing and stuff. You still want to keep her a part of your life, but not a part of your life where it's going to upset you and you're going to overthink things. Now, don't worry about it. You didn't fuck up at all, okay? This is very common, and if anything, you did do the right thing, and listening to your friends is always, usually, the right thing to do. And go with your instinct, man. You don't want to move to New Jersey and kind of put all your eggs in one basket just for this one girl. Go to university, worry about your own career, and like I said, if it is meant to be, something will happen where, that girl is brought back into your life. And I honestly think that if it's not, you're going to find another girl along the way, and you're going to be like, wow, I can't believe I thought I wanted to be with that other girl when this girl is really the one for me. So keep your head up, man, and thank you for your submission. I really appreciate it, and I hope everything works out with you in the future. Now, this third submission is kind of disturbing, and I really feel for this person. And, it is a super, super serious subject. And it is sent in by, I'm sorry if I say this wrong, Cezia TV. Basically it says, I'm actually going to read this one because it's not too long. Just over 3 years ago, my best friend lost his life right in front of me. Now, when I read this for the first time, I was like, whoa, it kind of threw me off because this is super, super serious. We were out one late night celebrating our exam results, and we had a bit too much to drink. We were being idiots outside of this house, and the man who lived at the house came outside and started to chase us. We ran down the road and hid in a bush. I called my friend over as he ran across the road. He collapsed, and he seemed to be unconscious. I thought he had tripped and banged his head on the pavement. I checked his breathing, and it was really shallow. I rang 999, which is, I guess, the 911 for England, and we got an ambulance to us. By this time, my friend was getting CPR from my other friend to see if we could bring him around. The ambulance turned up and rushed him to the hospital. I was so worried when I got home. I was distraught as I didn't know what was going on, and I couldn't sleep, which is completely, common for something like that to happen. That's a major event. And I finally got some sleep, and I woke up and showered, and I heard a knock on the door and looked out, and he says he saw his two friends, and they basically said James is dead. instantly broke down into tears. I went out with my mates to go to my friend's parents' house to give our condolences, which is when I got a phone call from my dad saying I had to go down to the police station to give a statement as they were treating the death as suspicious. I went to the police station. I was there for several hours explaining the events of last night in excruciating, I'm guessing like very, very vivid detail. This is like, I'm blown away by this message, and I want to thank you so much for opening yourself up, especially for this series that I'm doing on my channel. It really shows me, and it shows the viewers that you can be open with yourself. And I really want to just let you know, man, that I have so much respect for you to just be able to deal with something like this and be dealing with it enough to, as he says later in the message, he keeps having dreams about this. And that's common because this is a major tragic event. Losing your friend is something that you will remember for the rest of your life. And I can't say personally that I've lost like a really close friend, and the fact that you were there when it happened is even crazier. And I am very sorry that you had to deal with that. And like you said, you guys were acting drunk, you were acting like idiots. It happens. Everybody does it. It's just this one freak accident that can happen, which is why you want to kind of be careful about that stuff and drink responsibly, especially when you're getting into cars. You never want to drive drunk and stuff like that. That's where a lot of accidents happen and a lot of people die. And it's gonna take you a lot of time and working on yourself to kind of get over this and understand, well, okay, my friend is gone, but we had a lot of great times together. You got to remember, you got to bring back all the memories that you had with that person and realize that it wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault. And I believe strongly in, like, I feel like people go when it's their time to go, and I feel like it was just your friend's time to go, and it just went in a different way. And it's one of those things that you really couldn't have prevented. You can't go back in time, and unfortunately we kind of have to deal with that in life, and we just kind of have to deal with our actions. And I just feel like if you give it enough time and just always remember your friend, always keep pictures up of them, keep them close to your heart, and you'll be okay, man. I know it's crazy to even think about dealing with a situation like this, and I understand that it's probably super difficult for you to even get off of just dreaming the same moments over and over again. And I really do respect you for your submission, and just keep your head up, man, and just learn from this experience. Everyone makes mistakes over their lifetime, and it depends on whether you fix those mistakes or you keep making the same mistakes. So this time, like when you're out drinking with your friends, be responsible, be thinking about your friend and being like, what would he want me to do in this situation? And just know it's not your fault, man. You're gonna get on with it, and you're gonna be okay. Just keep your head up and make sure that you're like keeping your other friends and your family close to you is definitely going to help. And we have such a huge like social need in human beings where we have to kind of be around people. So don't sit in your house alone and just be festering up and thinking about it and letting it ruin your life, because that's not what your friend would want. Your friend would want you to get on with it, but always remember him. So thank you so much for your submission, and I really do hope you get over this and keep up with me. Keep sending me messages, and I'd like to see how you're doing with your progress. And may your friend rest in peace. I really do appreciate all of your honesty and just of your courage to bring this to something where you're actually asking me for advice on something like this. So thank you so much. And that's pretty much going to do it for this episode of my Direct Connect series. I know some of this was kind of heavy, guys, and I know a lot of you probably weren't expecting stories like this, but I do appreciate it, and I feel very connected to my viewers when I do things like this. So I'm going to try to make this Maybe a weekly series. I'm thinking more of maybe like a week and a half between each episode. But I'm going to try to keep topics a little differently. And the reason for that is because people who are watching this episode, if you had a similar event, there's no need to come to me with that event because, you know, you can just get my advice from this video. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you support this series and you learn something maybe about yourself or about how, you know, a lot of people take things for granted and don't know how hard people have it out there, and I'm one of them for sure. And this series is definitely, you know, making me realize that I need to be more thankful that I haven't gone through situations like this. So thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy, guys.